Welcome, everyone. This is Derry Perkinson, better known as Wall Street, and I really want to get to this today because a lot of people are believing that 2x2s and 3x4s and 4x6s, all these different matrices are going to help them make a whole lot of money up front, and the average person is not going to make that kind of money, guys. I'm looking out for the people who truly want a simple system to generate some serious cash flow on a daily, weekly basis. And every sale you bring in is going to be a residual income. Okay, so let's talk about it. The first quarter is now approaching its end next week. You got 7 days left, and you got to take inventory. You got to see where you are. If you are not making money, you're in the wrong plan. If you are not building a check next month, you're in the wrong plan. So let me show you what a plan that can help you reach the point on where you want to start building some residual income. These companies I'm going to talk about, they've been around for a few years. Okay? And we're talking about $50,000. If you can make $50,000 by the end of the year, which is going to be 9 more months, you got 3 quarters left in the year. If it's something that you can do, would you take a serious look at it? Would you take a serious look at it? We're only looking for serious people. So we're going to launch our business, and that's what we're talking about right now. We're talking about these two companies together, Infinity 100 and Infinity Downline. We're not looking for people to just join Infinity Downline. We're looking for people who want massive results, who want to jumpstart their business. You want a massive result, so that's why you're going to spend $125, not just $25. We're looking for people who want cash flow, not mediocre cash flow. We want a cash flow system that will generate some serious income, and that's why we reckon to get in both of these programs at the same time. So let's talk about it, and let's see what we're talking about. We're talking about the Power 4 system. What does that mean? 4 people. Simply getting started, jump starting your business with 4 people at a $125 level. Okay? Both programs together, not separating the programs. This program, this business plan is very simple. This is our phase 1. Our phase 1 plan allows people to get started and create income, so next month they're not looking to just start a brand new sales again. They are building their wealth every single week within this program, because every week as you build your company, you are getting residual income or revolving income the very next month. Okay, that same day next month, as you build your business, they are leasing their business, and guess what? Your business partners are being paid. So the Power of 4 is very powerful, guys. So let's talk about Show Me the Money, and let's break this system down so you can take a serious look at it. And let me show you the real numbers. I'm being real conservative, guys. When I say conservative, I mean real conservative. I mean like on a part-time basis, conservative. Okay? So you're going to join through a sponsor. Somebody on my team is going to be your sponsor. All right? So what happens is you're going to join. What happened? Your first goal is to get 4 people. Those 4 people, you should be able to get those 4 people by you following our system. You should be able to get those 4 people within the next 4 to 7 hours. The next 4 to 7 hours. If you truly serious about building your business. Now, when you join one of our members on our team, you also going to receive a gift. And that gift is going to give you some extra ammunition so that you are able to contact even more people. All right. And we're going to help you build your businesses through automation and everything else that we do. All right. So we got a room that's open 24 hours a day. We got live people in the room every day. Live people in the room 5 days a week from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily. Now I want you to think about what I just told you. We are taking away all excuses why you cannot build your business. We are going to help you and teach you how to do it. Okay, So you got 4 people. What happens in this business? You're going to have what we call a 2-up or reverse 2-up system. What happens? You're going to give up your second and your 4th person. You say, wait a minute, I don't want to give up 2 people. In this business, yes, you do. You just don't understand yet. See, the power in the reverse 2-up system is your front line, which is your pay line, it continues to grow through unlimited width. Your pay line continues to grow. And with this system, you're looking at $125, right, off 2 people that you gave up. You got 2 people that you just received. Guess what? Your $125, the first person you broke even. The very next person, you're up $125. In other words, you are now up $125. You got $250 that came to you. Your sponsor just made a bonus of $250. Now think about what else is going to happen. Guess what all 4 of those people are going to have to do? They also going to get their 4 people, and they all going to send up 2 people to their sponsor. The second and 4th person again is going to send up their person, thereby producing $125 from every person that comes up. Remember, we are building our businesses with serious people. We're not coming in with $25. We're coming in at both levels to launch a business, guys, with $125 is pennies compared to what you can make in this business. Notice what happens here. In the first 3 hours or 7 hours or 3 days, let's just say 3 days, it took you to get 4 people in 3 days. That means in your first week, those people that just got started and you just got started, you made $750 in your first week. Guys, that is powerful. You took $125, it just got leveraged into $750 in your first week. But guess what? That also is going to pay you again next month as they release their business. Now, guess what else is going to happen? These people that just joined your front line, they're going to go get their people, and guess what? They're going to send up their people to your front line. Guess what? They're second and 4th person. And this happens through infinity, guys. It never stops. 2 people will continue to ride up to you forever. It will never stop. Just work this business, and you're going to start getting $125 payments over and over and over and over. And $125 payments is coming in over and over. Now, these bigger numbers here, what this represents is that's the monthly income that's coming in. That's the monthly income that's coming in. The smaller ones are the instant payments that you just received, and they just keep coming. As more and more people reach your front line, they just keep sending you $125, guys. Now, the power in that is that now I'm going to show you another way. Let's look at it on another way in 6 weeks. The potential of income that you can make within 6 weeks. So here's the deal. When you first get started, your first goal is to get your 4 people. You, with no excuses, get to the room, get to our training area, get to our tools. With no excuses, you're going to get 4 people. They're going to join your business at the 125 level. We're not looking for people to pay just $25. We're looking for people to see the vision and to create cash flow. We are looking for people that want to jumpstart their business, launch their business, jump flow. You see what I'm saying? So here we go. We got 4 people. We got fully qualified. The FQ stands for fully qualified. We got a weekly income for the W and the monthly income. Okay, so we get paid instantly. So this week we got our 4 people in our first 3-4 hours or the first 3 days, and we got fully qualified. Right? We send up our first. We kept our first and 3rd person. We sent up our second and 4th person. That's why you see 4 people here. Okay, so you personally made $250, and your sponsor made $250. That's a great job to be a sponsor. You're making money constantly over and over and over again. How far? Through infinity. That's a huge income for the first week. Let's go to the second week now. Your second week, you got some marketing materials. You're starting to learn about this business. You are starting to learn about this business. Now, I'm not talking to leaders. Leaders will bring in 20, 25, 30 people in their first 3 or 4 days, maybe more than that. So you can look at this income and see where you would be. That's how powerful this thing is. So here, just you alone, you brought in 3 people. Your income with those 3 people is $375. Remember, they all coming in at $125. These 4 people are from your first 2. They went and got their 4 people to get qualified. They gave you 2 apiece, and that's why there's 4 people right there. Now what happens is you made $500. Those 2 levels together, you made $875 within your first 2 weeks. Here you got $875, and at the same time, you have $250. You're over $1,000 in your first 2 weeks in this business. Guess what? It gets better. Look at the third week. This week, you got busy. You may have some appointments you had to get to. You only brought in 2 people yourself this week. You remember I said I'm being very conservative. So here, you got 2 people that came in. That's $250 that you personally did yourself. Those 4 people, when they got their 2 people apiece, right? That means 8 people right here. And that gave you $1,000. Let me tell you what I didn't count. I didn't count these 3 people that went and got their 4 people apiece, which would have been 6 more people in this row. I'm being very conservative. That could be 14 people right here in this row. I'm not going to count them. But guess what? I'm counting 8 people. That means you made $1,000 that your team produced this week. That's part of your income that went directly to your PayPal account. Right now, you got $1,250 on your third week. You're already in your first month over $2,000. We still got a week to go. The next week, you got a little bit better. Okay? You're starting to learn the system. People starting to see the vision. You have more confidence. Listen, guys, this stuff is really working. If you want to change your life and you want a system that's going to pay you, right, without jumping through a whole bunch of hoops, look what's going on. You got 4 people you personally got signed up this week. Could that be 10 people? Absolutely. Could that be 12 people you signed up this week? Absolutely. Guess what? You made an additional $500 already that you personally produced. Your team has brought these 8 people, had did their job. They went and got their 4 people apiece, rolled up 2. You got 16 people. Let me tell you what I didn't count. These 2 people went and got their people, which would have been 4 people that added to that. That would have been 20 people right here. Guess what? I didn't add it. I didn't add it. I'm being very conservative. So here, you produce $500 more dollars. These 16 people produced $2,000. Right there alone, you had $2,500. So guys, you're already over $4,500 your first month in this business. Can you see now why I chose this program as my phase 1? Out of all the other companies that I could have chosen to get started with, to make that my phase 1, I belong to more companies than what I'm sharing with you. I belong to other programs that say they produce residual income. But I'm telling you, with my experience, with the best knowledge that I have right now, with over 10 years experience, this program is by far the best program, in my opinion, so that it produces a residual income. Think about the people that's on your team that's always not making money, who bring in some people and then they only see the pennies. They never make a true residual income. Guys, this program, everybody can win if they willing to go to work. This program right here will allow the average person to generate $4,000 in their first month, $2,000 in their first month, $500 in their first month. It all depends on your work ethic. This is showing you an example of a truly part-time business. Part-time. Guys, we provide the training. We provide the room. Now, let me show you how this thing accelerates from the 5th week through. And I'm still being very conservative. So here, the next week, you're starting to average about 4 people a week now. You're starting to get used to it. You're starting to make your phone calls. Folks are coming in. You're starting to get some emails going out. Folks hitting your system, your marketing system, which we're going to teach you about. And all of a sudden, you got 4 people here that signed up with you this week. Guess what? You had $500 more added to your income. Okay? That went where? Straight to your PayPal instantly. Straight to your PayPal instantly. Then we got the 32 people. 16 people right here. They did their job when it got their 4 people apiece. That produced 32 people, which gave you $4,000. What did I not add in this? Guess what? These 4 people, they would have went out, got their 4 people apiece, right? You'd have got 2 people apiece from these people. It would have been 8 more people right there. That's 40 people. I didn't add that. Okay. Now let me tell you what's going on right now. So this week, you already made $4,000 off the team from what was rolled up to you, and then $500 off your own efforts. So far, you got $4,500. But let me tell you what else is going on. See, these people, this is your first week. Well, guess what? This is their brand new, they getting ready to do what? To getting ready to pay for next month. That $250 is going to be added to your $450, which means you had $4,750. Let's look at week 6. You are now the 6 weeks in the business. You're starting to get consistent with 4 people, okay? Those 32 people, when it got their first 4 people apiece, guess what? You had 64 people right here. You just did another $500 added to your own income, right? These are the folks that signed up with you directly. And guess what? That 4 people right here, guess what they're doing? They're going to get their 4 people apiece, which should be 8 more people down here. We didn't add that at all. These 64 people came from these 32, right? So you got $500. This 64 made $8,000. These two together is $8,500. But guess what else is going on? The second week, these $875, guess what? Those people are going to repay their monthly fee to keep their business open. Why do you think they're going to repay that fee? Because they got people on their front line that's also making their payments and building their business, and they don't want to be sitting here not getting paid. So they're going to make their payments, and that money is going to go directly to you. So guess what? This week alone, you're already over $9,000. Guys, can you see how this thing can explode and build an income for you? Guys, this is what we're talking about. See, this is what we call launching your business. This is what we're talking about. You know, I got to make this my phase 1. I got to sit down. I got to respect what's being taught here and say, guys, listen, I know we've been in these other programs. They're not producing the income that you should be receiving. Let's take a serious look at what Wall Street is teaching us, because these 2 programs together, guys, would change the way you are. You're making these payments to launch your business at 125. We have a 4-step process. Number 1, listen to the call. It's going to teach you about infinity downline and the power of 4. But remember, we're talking about 125, okay? So we just remember it's 125. Right here, get to our 24-hour presentation. This is what we're talking about. You're going to see this video within our back office. Right here, get signed up now. The very next thing you need to do is say, you know what? I got to get this going. I see where this is going. I got to take 125 and I got to get started. There's no reason that I cannot create $125 in my business to launch my business. I'm going to launch my business, right? We'll get 4 people in your first, basically, guys, I'm telling you to get your 4 people within your first 3 days. But I promise you, you probably can get that done within your first 3 hours. Share the information. All you got to do is become a great pointer. Don't teach people don't teach this. I don't even teach it, and I give the presentation. I bring them to the information. I'm a great pointer. And then do not procrastinate. The biggest thing that kills your wealth is procrastination. Guys, I promise you, if you follow through, you follow our system, this is going to help you again, get started with us. We're going to give you a gift. It's going to help you bring in more people. You're going to have a lot more people to talk to. Just get with us and we'll let you know. Step number 4, as soon as you get signed up, you want to get to 4 others do the exact same thing. You're going to get your link immediately once you make your payments. You're going to be there to, click on the link that's below you, get signed up, and then you're going to go to our room. We're going to teach you how to sign up to the second program, right? You're always going to join Infinity 100 first. You're going to join Infinity 100 first, and then you're going to join Infinity Downline. You're going to make sure you get into that top tier first, right? And then get to the second tier later. But you got to get to both programs to launch your system. We want you to launch your business, not play around with it. This is for serious people who are looking for cash flow. All right, guys. And the first thing you want to do is, as soon as you get signed up, get folks to see your link, get them to the information, and bam, you get paid today. For you leaders out there, you just saw the little bit of numbers. So what would your numbers look like for the leaders out there? What kind of products are you pushing, and what kind of hoops you got to jump through on the left side or the right side? How many points you got to have on your right side and your left side for you to get paid like this? How fast can you get to $20,000 a month this way? $100,000 a month this way? Guys, this is very powerful. Click on the link below to get to the team so we can help you build your business. With that being said, guys, I want to thank you for attending, and we look forward in working with each and every one of you. Until next time, this is Wall Street signing off. God bless. Bye-bye.